Hi, I'm Grace, Marketing Executive at Goldeye, and today I'll be talking about email strategies that you can use at your FX brokerage to help generate quality leads. So I think email is brilliant because you can use it across all levels of the buyer journey, and when distributed accurately, it can be one of the most targeted marketing channels out there. Firstly, when you're thinking about doing email marketing, it's great to create a small strategy just to outline and make sure you're on the right track so all your efforts aren't going to waste. I'm going to list a few questions that you should ask yourself when creating your email strategy. So firstly, what are your goals for email marketing? You first look at your business goals, then your marketing goals, and then split that out by channels. But what do you really want your email marketing to achieve? Is it drive traffic to your website, or is it to generate new inquiries, new leads? So that's the first thing you should think about. Next is, what value can you offer through this channel? This is a really important thing because you don't want it to come across spammy, and you want to make sure each email is offering some sort of value. Next is, how are you going to measure your success? What KPIs are you going to use? So if it's for awareness and you just want as many people to open your email, then the best KPI to use would be your open rate percentage. But if you really want to drive people to your site, then the best metric to look at would be your click-through rate and the amount of web visits you get from it. Next is, who do you want to send your emails to? What's common to happen is you won't really want to send the same email to all of your email list. This is where segmentation comes in, and it's really important to target your emails so you can provide the valuable content to each individual. Then you have to think about what type of emails are best suited for your audience. In Forex, I think providing educational content is one of the best ways to utilize email marketing. And you also want to think about how frequently you send out emails. Like I said before, you don't want to be spammy. Is it once a month? Is it once a week? What time will you send the emails out? Does lunchtime get the best response, or is it morning time? So this might seem kind of obvious, but just make it really easy for people to sign up on your website. Having a banner on different pages of your site, and don't include too much information on the forms. You want it to be really simple, showcase what value you're going to add, and just make it easy for them to sign up. You can add a lead magnet to different parts of your site, such as downloadable guides. So this will enable you to get email addresses in exchange for you providing them content. It's just another way that you add value to them and encourages them to just sign up. So once you're starting to get people to sign up, it's good to just send out an automated email, offer them some educational, engaging content from the outset. Once you have a plan in place to start growing your email list, the next thing you have to think about is what content you're going to provide. So as I've said many times before, the most important thing when you're planning your content is to make sure it's valuable, informative, clear and concise. A great way to plan your content is through a content schedule. Try segmenting your audiences to make it as targeted as possible. I'm going to give a list of some great content ideas that you can try. A list of your blogs and articles on a particular topic and push them out in an email. It just gives people that are interested in that particular topic or what you've been discussing a good chance to go back and read your content. You can also share customer success stories, which really motivates your audience. If they see other people doing well, especially in Forex where it can be quite tricky, this will motivate them and make them connect with you as a brand. So as I've previously said, I think for the Forex industry, pushing educational content is one of the most effective and valuable things that your customers will want to receive. So a few different ways you can do this are writing a series of beginner guides and step-by-step guides to help people out when they're starting. You can create how-to and tips of the week advice out to your audience on a weekly or monthly basis. There's also so much abbreviations within the Forex industry which are hard to understand and get your head around at first. So providing a glossary of the main jargon, of definitions, of the key terminology will really be valuable to your audience that are just starting out. You can also share a series of FAQ posts, whether that is just answering one question in a lot of detail in an email campaign, or you can do a list of common FAQs to send out, and you can split this up by people that are completely new to Forex and starting out, or people that are just switching, so they'll have both different questions that they want answered. That is a good way and a good example of segmenting out your audience. So at this stage you have an email strategy together, you've got a growing list of contacts, you've decided what types of content you want to prepare, and now it's time to actually create an email. So I'm going to give you some tips now on what to think about when you're designing and building your email. An interesting stat is that nearly 50% of people open an email based on their subject line. Therefore, it needs to be clear, concise, and informative to make your reader want to open the email. Keeping it short, around 5 to 10 words, is a good guide to start off with. You can also use number and lists, which makes it more easily digestible. You might want to ask a question and then you can follow it up in the pre-header. This really gets people's curiosity going, and if the question is relevant to them, it will encourage them to press on it. You can use how-tos, which incorporates value straight away, so they know they're going to get something valuable from opening that email. Why not even try personalization? Just by adding someone's first name of your subscribers can increase the open rate by 30%. Once you've figured out the subject line, next to think about is the body of the email. You should try to include an eye-catching image somewhere in your email, usually at the top. Make sure that it isn't too wordy. You want to have a decent amount of white space, which makes it visually appealing and easy to read. And then lastly, at the bottom, make sure that the call to action is bold and it showcases the benefit of you actually pressing on that button. So instead of typing click here, why not try become a master here? That just makes people want to click it. So that's my crash course in email marketing. The main thing is just to try it and test. You won't get the perfect email straight away, so just test different things and make sure you analyze your reports. See what's getting you the best success through measuring your KPIs and keeping an eye on your objectives.